What's good? What's good? I am back, one and only Paul Pickett, host of the Paul Pickett Podcast, aka Triple P, aka the Common Sense Podcast. Um, and it just started raining outside. Just started throwing down with the rain. This North Carolina weather is so bipolar. Like the other day, I was literally starting the morning out in shorts, and then by the end of the day, I was having to wear like jeans and a hoodie. Went from like 70 to 46 in like a matter of like probably less than an hour. It was crazy. I'm supposed to have a guest on. I don't know if he's coming on. He has not replied to my message about the link that I sent him. And I don't want to make assumptions he might have forgot. Um well, while we waiting though, just in case he does come on, um we're gonna break down, I guess, what happened with BKFC last night. I got to watch most of the card. I had music reviews scheduled for 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Live from Vietnam music podcast. Should have scheduled it for 7 so I could have watched the last fights. But let me go over like the winners and losers of the fights. And there was a couple guys that stood out to me that they definitely need to bring over to the States and see what they can possibly do. Um so the free fights was Jeff Saunders versus Bartek Canterbury. Jeff Saunders won that one. Oh, my bad. I want the first fight. The first fight was Stu Martin versus Jordan Burnett. Stu Martin won that TKO first round. Jeff Saunders versus Bartek Canterbury. That was third round TKO. And then James Walker versus Kasim Salim. James Walker won in a fourth round TKO. And that was a pretty good fight with the big dudes, the heavyweights. The first two fights they weren't bad. They weren't bad. Then you had the main card, which was Liam Dooley versus Mikey Henderson. Mikey Henderson won that first round TKO. James Lilly, who was originally supposed to be in the co-main event fighting Gary Fox, fought Yannick Van Denther, and he pretty much put him out quick and early, KO'd him 38 seconds into the first round. And James Lilly was talking about basically trying to get as many fights as he can under his belt because it looks like he probably gonna retire soon. Dude's married. I'm pretty sure as a lot of these guys get older, their wives want them to hang up the well, they don't wear gloves, so hang up the knuckles, I guess you could say. But James Lilly's now 10-3 and 1. Lewis King versus John Telfer. That was a pretty good fight, I thought. I like this Lewis King cat. He looked very, very impressive. I went 5 rounds, but it was unanimous decision. He's 5-1. Says he's a lightweight, but I think if I'm not mistaken, he called out Redneck Mandel after that. But I like what I saw from Lewis King. I mean, and if I'm not mistaken, let me look this up. This guy's only like 21. Oh, my bad. He's 27. He's 27. But he's young as far as bare knuckle terms goes, because if you look at 5 of the guys that hold and 5 of the guys and gals that hold the belt, they all over 40. And Dustin Peg, who just won the belt, he's 38, rounded 40. You might as well say 40. Dex Spellman versus Johnny Redmond. Dex Spellman won that. Jack Coolin versus Marley Churcher. That was KO second round. Jack Coolin won that. Joe Lister versus Danny Wall. That's the one I was thinking of. Joe Lister looked pretty good for a guy who's 21 years old. For a 21-year-old guy, he looked pretty good. In great shape. Yeah, he pretty much did what he wanted. I mean, Danny Wall got 37 years experience. Oh, there goes our guest. We better bring him on. Let's introduce him. And he will be fighting this Friday, BKFC 87, Hollywood. and that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the Hard Rock Hotel Casino, Hollywood, Florida, versus Robert Armas. Let's bring on the one and only AJ, the biggest Rodriguez.
What's going down,
AJ, how
family?
you
What's
feeling,
going
man?
down? Bro, I feel great, man. Thank y'all for having me.
What's up, man? 5 days away, man. I know you're ready.
Yep, yep. Feel great. It's just another day. I just replayed this in my head so many times growing up. I've been fighting for a while, and I just replayed all of these images in my head growing up, man. And now it's finally here, man. So I'm excited. I'm ready to show the world once again what I can do.
Now, before we get into this fight, did you do any like MMA or boxing before you got into bare knuckle?
Yes, I had 28 amateur boxing fights with a 26-2 record. So
Okay.
yeah, I have a long extensive boxing history, and then around 2020 when COVID hit, just the whole boxing world died out and stuff like that, and I just shifted over to bare knuckle when the opportunity came up again.
I've heard that a lot as I interview guys on here that COVID is when a lot of guys got into this bare knuckle. So COVID was
Yeah,
seems
man.
like it was a good time for the bare knuckle.
Absolutely, because
So,
the boxing world, what people don't know is that in the boxing world, when fans stopped showing up,
uh
everything started just dying out. Make sense?
yeah, 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 yeah. Why you think they stopped showing up? Cause
Well,
was it because
first
of the
of all,
COVID?
everybody, because of COVID, and everybody had to be tested a certain way. Everybody had to be, everybody had to be vetted, as they say, before you were able to get into like the bubble or anything. So
So was that the fighters and the fans?
no, they didn't allow fans.
They didn't allow fans.
No, only the people that would
Wow.
get vetted, which is like, I'm guessing it's like first fans, like I'm guessing like wives, first friends, uncles, and family members and stuff like that.
Was doing that. So it was like the NBA where they had a little bubble of just people in the boxing world, basically.
The immediate people, correct? That's correct.
That's yeah. So, your first bare knuckle fight was it? It was with Anthony Yost outside of BKFC, right?
Yes, I started in Valor. I kept on telling the BKFC to give me an opportunity. I was just like, "Hey, look at me. I'm game. I'm game. I'm game." And it just, for one reason or another, they just didn't look my way. I decided to go that other route, that opportunity. I just wanted to debut. I wanted to fight. So
Yeah.
they put Anthony Yost in front of me, which was what they said was a good opponent, and he can fight, bro. I'm not even gonna tell you he can't.
Yeah.
He could fight,
Yeah.
but eh, like I said, I've been doing this a minute, bro. I've been doing this a while. So I feel like I could just dissect anything in there, man. You put him in front of me, and I'm gonna find a way to beat him.
Well, then how'd you finally get into BKFC? I mean, you just kept on them and kept on them, and they finally just said, "All
So
right,
I
let's
did
give you a
Valor.
shot."
Was that other company, and then after that other company, then I had somebody who's gyms with me, who's my gym partner, Brian Ogayurang. He started
Yeah.
just putting in the word for me, and he had more influence than what I did at the time. He was, I believe, it was 5 or 6-0, and so people
Yeah.
were hearing him, and they're like, you know what? Okay, let's give this kid a shot. And then when they gave me a shot, they put me in with All In
Yeah.
Management, and then
Yeah.
Vic was the one that got me on the first card with Guile. And he got me with Brian Duran. He put me on the first card in September 13th, and they put me against a tough opponent because I'm coming from another company in D'Amico Laban. And
Yeah.
again, again, I did what I did.
Yeah, I think D'Amico was, probably shocked because I think, he was kinda felt like he was on the come up before that fight, but since that fight, I haven't heard much about him.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know what, man, this is gonna sound messed up, but I don't care. You respect the dead, and you move on. So,
Yeah.
we passed them on, and that's it. Now and then we saw Corey Roberts, a super humble guy, tougher than what I thought, tough as
Uh-huh.
nails, man. I broke his jaw the first round, and
Oh
he
shit.
kept, yeah, he kept going in there with me, bro. Like all 3 rounds. So my respect to him, and that was it. And then now we're looking at Robert Armis, so he's gonna go out the same way.
Now, Armas is a guy who has a lot of cardio. He likes to come at you nonstop. So you're gonna want to try to shut him down early.
I'm just gonna break him. I'm gonna look. Think about it like this. This is what I like about fighting. So me and Armis are both signing a contract, right?
Uh-huh.
Me and Armis are both signing a contract, and it's basically a contract to make money fighting and feed our families, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine making the man in front of you after he signed the contract not want to fight anymore. That's a knockout is good, you know, but
Yeah.
when you're able to break the person in front of you and show them that they're not as good as they think that they are, I think that's the beauty in fighting. There's a saying that goes, "Fighting has a way of humbling the toughest of men." So
Yeah, because when I look at the flyer of y'all guys, Robert, he's a real nice guy. But you look mean as hell on there, dude.
uh bro, I feel like people see what they see from the outside, but anybody that's known me,
Yeah.
that's like face to face, knows I got a crazy story, man. My mom had cancer growing up, and
Damn, sorry to
I
hear that.
got it. I got into boxing to just so I wouldn't be with her during the whole, and dude, a lot of people think I come off as arrogant, but the thing is that when I came
Mhm.
into the game, nobody believed in me. Like nobody believed in me, and I had to believe in myself. And so now that I do believe in me, and I talk my shit, and it's got me this far, everybody's just oh, this guy's arrogant, and I just feel like those are people projecting. I always look at everybody with a fair shake. I'm not going into this fight telling you that Robert is not ready for me, or
Mhm.
I know he's coming to fight, he's coming to take my head off. I just know
Yeah.
that there's levels in the game, and no matter what happens, I can go and I could have a good 6 week camp and be in shape, um cardio wise, for Robert. Robert has to go
Yeah.
back in time, years, to learn everything that I've learned. You know what I mean? He's cooked,
Yeah.
bro. Like, let's be real. He's cooked. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's not. I hope he brings it. You get me? Because people are always talking
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe he was weak, maybe he was this, maybe he was that. Hopefully, it's a good fight. But I don't know how it's going to be a good fight when I hit him in the face and I just shut his lights out.
Well, it was crazy. So you saying you gonna run through this guy, and I honestly felt like Robert Armas beat Joy Boy in their fight. So I mean, I would think this win would help you move up the ranks, wouldn't you say?
I think I deserve a title shot after this fight. I think I
I could
deserve a
see
shot at
that.
the title.
I could see that. I could see that.
And it's not even because I beat, like, one thing is beating opponents, right?
Hmm.
But when you beat them, look, you have to look at my resume. Look, if you look at my resume, everybody that I beat
Yeah.
has been game. From Yost all
Yeah.
the way up to Armis now, because I'm gonna beat his ass too. So I'm going to tell you, like, if you look at it like this, so every fighter that I fought has had a good resume and a good history, and I don't just beat them. No, I
Yeah.
make them look. I make them look like amateurs. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not even close. I haven't had a close fight yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I always feel like when I see you fight, that you always coming to take somebody's head off. Like you not really wanting to go the distance. You just want to end it as quick as possible and take their head off. Am I correct on that?
It would be disrespectful to my talent to sit
Mhm.
there and play with my food. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that analogy. I like that
Like
analogy.
it would be a disrespect to my talent to be there for 5 rounds with this guy when I know that I'm gonna put him out in one, two, three. I'm ready for the five. I'm ready for 6 rounds if we gotta go. But my mind is just that much elevated that I don't need to put myself through that. He's gonna make a mistake.
Now,
And once that mistake is made, he's going to sleep.
looking back at your first, like I guess, bare knuckle fight to now, what do you feel like you've improved on the most?
Um I just realized how serious it is, bro. Like, so, what's funny? I actually learned something my first bare knuckle fight. The minute that I got hit, Anthony Yost hit me right here, and it hurt, but everything was just like everything
Uh
went just
huh.
black, right? And I was like, for just a split second, and it wasn't like getting hit with a boxing glove. So I was like, okay, so you can't make mistakes here. That's just all it is. This is a really unforgiving sport.
Yeah. Which goes back to your analogy, which you said you can't play with your food.
You can't play with your food. If he's there, hit him, take him out.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people, you know,
So, I mean, how's your training camp been going for this? Oh, go ahead.
bro,
My
it's
bad.
been no, no, no.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. It's been going good. I've just been staying ready. I've been doing great sparring with the current two. He's a champion in two different companies. Alberto Blas, El Indio. I'm sure you heard of him. Um,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So he's actually been the one that's been helping me out throughout this camp, and he actually beat Robert Armis. So
yeah.
I've just been doing the same thing that I always do, man. Just putting myself, grabbing all the negative situations that happen around me, embrace them, and then on fight night I let it all out.
Yeah, man, you say he beat Robert Armas. I mean, literally, he'd be the guy you'd have to go through right now in your weight class if he was still there. Cause I'm not gonna lie, he's a beast.
So me and India, that's one thing. Me and India always talk about it. Even when he was in BKFC, you gotta
Yeah,
respect the sport, and without Indio, there wouldn't be no me. You know what I mean? Without
okay.
Blas,
Yeah,
there wouldn't be no me.
yeah,
So that is to me my mentor, like and we've always talked like we won't ever fight. Like he's just
yeah.
always there taking me through the gym, telling me what to work on, staying in my mentor. Like he's just a great, great, great figure to have around you. If you want to be a champion, you need to surround yourself with champions.
So, I noticed that's the thing with the fighters where they don't, fight their training partners usually. Is that just like a thing of respect?
I mean, well, don't get me wrong. If you were to offer me 100 million and you offer Angel 100 million, I'm sure we'll take it.
Y'all
I'm
taking
sure
it.
we'll
Y'all
take
both
it.
taking it. Yeah,
But
yeah,
so far as of right now, in I have my stable mates and my gym partners that if the price is good enough, then I'll get it done. But for me and him, it's not going to happen. It's for people's entertainment. At the end of the day, they'll forget about us the next event. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. So I mean, so you're not expecting this fight to go past the third round, then basically.
I'm ready for whichever way it goes, but I don't think he's ready because there's that saying that goes it's not the same thing calling on the devil than watching him come. And
Okay.
everybody always says like, "Oh, yeah, like D'Amico, the AJ's fast, but I'm faster. He didn't see me.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing. It's what you see from the TV, but when you have me in front of you, it's a whole different type of animal. Like a whole different type of animal.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait to see this one. I think it's gonna be a pretty good card altogether. Usually the Hollywood
Yeah.
Florida cards are really, really good. Now,
Yeah.
so you went all in. Have you been like, do you like how often they're getting you fights and stuff?
Yeah. So I was actually supposed to fight on the December card, and I wasn't able to
Okay,
because remember that I had a hand injury and my hand was already
okay,
cleared, but I wasn't clear. My hand was already healed, but I wasn't cleared by the doctor, so
okay.
I
And
couldn't
who was
fight.
that supposed to been against?
Um, I I think it was Joshua Oxidine or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Which is a guy
that's
you might have to end up fighting here soon, cause him and Reaper got the fight going on.
no, I mean that's great, but Reaver already messed up his title shot, like Reaver's history, and then um, Oxidine,
Oh yeah, no, he's done. No, he's done. Yeah, 2 shots.
Oxidine just got into the game. So I feel like what's safe to say that I should fight Joy Boy after. I don't care about none of that right now, but I should fight Joy Boy
Yeah.
next. Right now, my focus is Armis, but I should fight Joy Boy next, and if I have to defend, once I have the title, I will defend it against anybody. But I'm not picking.
So, what motivates you the most every time you step in the ring? You still there?
Yeah. 1 second.
Alright.
So my grandpa, my grandpa started me fighting when I was 9 years old, and
Uh-huh.
I was in nationals in 2019. I was 19 years old, and I was competing over there. And my grandpa got very sick, and I got back
Oh,
to him
man.
on the yeah, I got back to him on his deathbed. And when you're in a coma, that you don't respond to anybody. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
like a and I have this on video, by the way. I told my grandfather I was gonna be a world champion,
Okay.
and he acknowledged it. I have that on
While he
video
was in a coma? While he
while
was
he
in a
was in a
coma?
coma. I have
Oh,
this on
man.
video. So when I get the world title, cause
It's for him.
I know I'm gonna get the world title. Once I get that world title, I'm gonna put that video out so millions of people can see it in the world.
So, you doing
That's
this
what
for more
motivates
than
me.
just you.
I don't care
Yeah,
about no money. I don't care. I make good money. I don't care
yeah.
about money. I don't care about nothing. I just care about keeping my grandfather's name alive forever.
That's what's up, man. I definitely loved my grandfather too, and he went super early. Kinda get me teary-eyed thinking about it now, man, you know? But, damn, that's dope, man. I mean, that's why I respect y'all fighters, man. Like you said, it's not about the money, man. It's about something deeper, man. It's always about something deeper.
Now, a lot of fighters, I'll tell you what, a lot of fighters do it for money. I'll tell you what, a lot of
Okay.
fighters see how many zeros we get on the check, and a lot of fighters see what
Yeah.
we get, and it's cool. You
Yeah.
get me? But when you're in there that you get swatted, you
Yeah.
need to have a bigger purpose than just a purse.
Yeah.
Like
So you're not in there for fight of the night or knockout of the night. You're just in there to get the win and get your
No,
close
I
self
am
closer
gonna
to
get.
that.
I
Eh,
don't know if I'm gonna get fight of the night. I know I'm gonna get knockout of the night. Um,
okay.
so that's what I'm going for. It will be knockout of the night, not fight of the night. But I'll take whichever one comes. You get me? But if they give me a bonus for that, then it's just okay, cool. I got a bonus for that. Like it's just that nothing will satisfy me more than my grandfather looking at me and telling me I'm proud of you. You know what I mean? I don't care
Yeah.
about like yeah, cool. The fight of the night is cool. All of that is cool. But all right. Like I just The reason why I want fight of the night is not because of the bonus or knockout of the night. It's not the bonus or nothing. I just want people to know who I am every fight
Yeah.
because I stay getting doubted, and it's just like I don't know how many more times I'm gonna have to show everybody that I'm the best fighter in the world.
So who's usually doubting you? The fans or just other
Um,
fighters or
some other fighters, yeah, other fighters. There's fighters that it's happened sometimes, like just because of the fact that they see that I have 3 fights, that they can overlook me and stuff like that. Like, it's with 3 fights, I will take on somebody that has 12 fights and I will swat them. Like this shit, people overcomplicate fighting, bro. Fighting is easy.
I would think once you sign the contract on both sides, you gotta have no doubts.
Exactly. That's why I always tell you, no fighter will ever you. That's why I don't like when fighters say, "This fighter is scared of this fighter." This fight, no, bro, we're fighters. This is what
Yeah,
we do. You get me? But I do believe that some people like to take their career a certain way.
yeah,
You leave it up to me. Every time that they've asked me what opponent I want, I pick the hardest one.
yeah.
Like it's
But
all
even
where
like
you see
the
yourself.
like you said, there's levels to this shit. There's levels to everything. But even the guy that's at the lowest level, once he signs a contract with a guy at a higher level, he doesn't get in front of the press conference and say, "Yeah, you know what? He's gonna knock me the fuck out."
At all. At all. If
You,
you do say that, you're in the wrong sport.
you gotta always. This is the sport where you always gotta think you can win. Soon as you sign that dotted
Which is
line, you
why
gotta think
which
you can
you
win.
see was that's what I was telling you. People think that I
Yeah.
sound arrogant, and it's not arrogancy.
Nah,
It's
it's
just
not. It's not. You gotta
I
think
I
you can win. Like, you don't go in there and tell, yeah, hey, Robert's gonna whoop my ass. He's gonna beat me probably in
yeah
the second round. I'm expecting him to knock me out with a left. Who
yeah.
cares?
Like why am I doing this in the first place? You
Yeah,
know.
and I also
And
think
then just
there's a
listen to that.
psychological
Listen to
warfare.
that. Listen to that.
Yeah,
Robert Armis knocking out AJ Rodriguez. That sounds ridiculous, bro. Like that sounds just what? Come on, bro.
and there's also a psychological warfare before you get into the fight, right? Like, that's why they have the weigh-ins, the stare downs.
Yeah, and
It's
I
some
know that
kind of
he's gonna be. I
psychological
know.
warfare.
I know his stare down game is gonna be like it usually is, just all
He's
hyped
gonna
up and
smile at
stuff
you.
like
He's
that.
gonna smile at you. He's always happy though, man. He's just a happy guy, dude.
He ain't
You'll
gonna be
knock
too
him out
happy
and he'll
after.
still be happy. I'm telling you,
Let's
you knock
see.
him out, he'll still be happy.
Let's see.
I ain't gonna take up too much of your time, man. Before we let you go, is there any shout outs you like to do?
Yeah, man. I just want to give a shout out to Ronnie Peter Soldier. I want to give a shout out to GM Print. Okay. All in. eh, I just want to thank everybody for being part of my story and just being part of my movement. The future is closer than we think, man. And let's just stay up and stay together.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time out, man. I feel a lot closer to you after this interview, man. Like I've never had
Hey,
nobody kind
Paul.
of like shed the
It's
tears,
very,
so
very
you
good
kind of
interview,
had me
bro.
about to get teary eyed, man. So
That's
I
one thing
normally don't
that. But
I normally don't say this because I interview so many fighters. I don't try to pick sides, man. But I'm rooting for you, dude. I'm rooting for
thank you,
you,
brother.
man.
Thank you, brother.
I'm
I
rooting for
appreciate
you.
it. Understand that this
Yeah,
is nothing personal. I don't have nothing against
yeah,
armies. I don't have nothing against nobody, and I know it may come off as arrogant and like as an asshole.
yeah,
But bro, I'll see you at the Hard Rock. Anybody, and I'm giving. I agree. Everybody the same way, bro. I'm not that type of guy. It's just this guy is in the way of a promise that I made to my grandfather. And by any means, bro. By any means. Like you expect me not to be angry. The person that gave me the sport that I fell in love with got snatched from me. You expect me not to be angry?
yeah.
Like
And you don't want to break that promise, man.
I'm not breaking that promise. I don't promise a lot of things, Paul. But one of the things that I do promise is to always make right on all my promises.
Well, hey, you get this win. I mean, I like you said, you probably should get the title shot the next one. I mean, at most, I could see maybe one more fight and you should be there. You know.
Yeah, let's already hope it's for the next one. You know, let's. I've talked to Joey Boy about it. Um, so that's one thing. Like he respects. Also, like he's never over. Well, he I thought he overlooked me one time, but we spoke, and I noticed that he's never overlooked me. You know, it's just we didn't know each other, but we've talked about it. Hopefully, in the future, it
Yeah,
happens. You know, if not, I'll just keep on collecting these wins until I'm making it look easy, man. Until I get the shot.
that's what's up. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out. We're gonna let you get back to doing whatever you got to do. I know you gotta. You still training, or you done for the?
Yeah, I'm training. I was just delivering tickets now, but yeah, I'm training.
Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. Go ahead, get that money. I know them ticket sales help with that bonus and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, you know, we in there. We in there. I appreciate you for having me, Paul.
All right, man. Enjoy the. Yeah, man. Anytime, man. Anytime, man. And enjoy the rest of your day.
Appreciate it, brother. You too.
All right, man. Peace. Well, there you have it. AJ, the biggest Rodriguez. Wow, man. Man, that's the first time I had somebody do that on here. And I feel close to this guy, man. I definitely got to root for this guy. I normally don't try to pick sides on fighters, but I've interviewed Robert. He's a great guy. But I'm rooting for AJ, man. I loved my grandfather too. He went early, and I want to see this guy. Fulfill his promise. And like he was saying, I mean, Reaver done had 2 shots at the belt and he didn't win those. So it's gonna be a while before he gets a third shot. So that's why, he's fighting Oxendine. Joshua Oxendine wins. I mean, I could possibly see Joshua Oxendine getting the title shot because he did come over from BKB. He's actually from down the road from me. He's like 30 minutes down the road from me. He's from Pembroke, North Carolina. I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Um, but yeah, like AJ wins this. Possibly Joshua might get a title shot at Joy Boy. Say he wins or doesn't. Maybe AJ gets a title shot at Joy Boy or Joshua after that. Or maybe they just make it happen after this Robert Armas fight. Because Robert does have a lot of fights under his belt. He's been around for a while. So he's a very experienced guy. And I personally felt like he did win the fight against Joy Boy when he fought Joy Boy. I mean, he was coming at him nonstop. But who am I? I'm not a ref. I'm not the judge. But just watching it, it did feel like he won that fight. So if we feel like Robert Armas could beat Joy Boy and AJ possibly beats Robert Armas like he said he is, I could see a title shot, man. And there's not a lot of other Bantams that probably deserve a title shot right now, anyways. And AJ's gonna be totally undefeated if he wins this one still. But it's gonna be an interesting fight, man. That's the fight card coming up this Friday. Of course, you got Kai Stewart, cocky as shit and all a bare knuckle. But how can you blame him? The guy's 8-0 and everybody put in front of him seems to lose. Fighting Nico Gaffey, a shorter, more stockier opponent. That's gonna be interesting. Leonardo Perdomo versus Orlando Colter, which I still don't think anybody's gonna beat Perdomo at all anytime soon. He gonna have to get age out before he gets beat. You got El Gallo Brian Duran, who AJ said help him get into BKFC. Good thing to know the cash cow BKFC fight. He's fighting Derek Perez. Hopefully that's a good fight, man. I mean, Derek Perez he can throw down, he can brawl. He likes to get in the clinch and throw a lot of punches in the clinch. You got Rosalinda Rodriguez versus Shelby Boom Boom Cannon. You got Jeremy Smith versus Donald Sanchez. I just interviewed him recently. Go check that out as well. Um, that's gonna be an interesting one. That's gonna be 2 light heavyweights going at it. Got another light heavyweight match: Saba Hamasi versus Lionel Carrera, and then you got Chris Garcia versus Chancey Wilson. Um, in the flyweight division, Chancey been around for a hot minute. Chancey got This would be his ninth fight. He could use a win, man. If he could get a win over Chris Garcia, that'd be a big win for him, man. Garcia's 5-1, but he did lose to who did he lose to? He lost to Armas. He lost to Armas, who's going to be fighting AJ. And here you go, AJ Rodriguez versus Robert Armas. And AJ, of course, is favored. He's 3-0. Armas is 4-5, about to be his 10th bare knuckle fight with BKFC. And I still don't know what's going on with this Jean Carlos Rivera versus Mike Hansen. I saw Baby Hulk posted something about possibly a new opponent, but I haven't. It's still on here. I haven't heard anything more. Hopefully that fight still goes on. Both of them are 2-0. Hansen has actually been ranked for a while now, and he hasn't fought since 2024. So Jean Carlos beats him. That should move him up in the rankings instantly. Chino Bloom versus Alex Davis. That should be a good fight. Both guys are 1-2. I like these kind of fights when guys are like 1-2, the same kind of record. They look like they're evenly matched, both looking for a win. And you got Ernesto Suarez 1-0 versus Victor Flor making his debut. And that's it. And of course, you got the Honolulu they just added recently as well. Doug Coltrane, who's from my state of North Carolina, versus Maki Patolo. And I don't know nothing about any of these Hawaiian guys. It's kind of funny how all these Hawaiian guys are just favored over these American guys. Like Joseph Creer is 5-3, and you got it looked like this other guy's gonna be favored. And you got felony Charles Bennett will be fighting on that card too. He just actually got his first win, and that was actually an entertaining fight. So can't wait to see what he does. Then you still got BKFC 88 Denver Kamosi versus Rodriguez. You got BKFC Fight Night Australia Happy versus Wentz. Oh man, how do I pronounce this name? Wentz Newski. I guess that is. Man, I'm definitely not definitely not a ring announcer. Definitely not Jeff Houston. Jeff Houston never butchers the names. He gets all the names right. Then you got Jared Warren versus Connor Cook. BKC Fight Night Clearwater. Of course, you got Reaver versus Oxendine on that. That's going to be a big bantamweight fight because that can possibly determine some ranking moves. Depends. Like if Reaver was to actually lose and then AJ Rodriguez wins this fight, he'll be 4-0. Reaver will be 7-3. He might move down a couple slots. AJ might move in. Yeah. And of course, you got the Blood for Blood, which I don't know too much about that one. That's in Daytona, Florida. And the week after this week, is it? Yeah, the week after this coming up week, March 28th, you got BKC Fight Night, Mohegan's Son, Parker Porter versus Hayes Wilson. Definitely go check out the interview I did with Parker Porter as well. Really good interview, in my opinion. Appreciate everybody for tuning in on Instagram. Felon Phelps, appreciate you. Knuckles to Knives, appreciate you. One Tough Boxer, which is Keith Officer Richardson, appreciate you. And we'll be interviewing him in a couple weeks as well. Knockout Radio, Zona Boxing, Tyson 44, Mai Tai, appreciate you. Jimmy Panchana, I guess that is, appreciate you. And Dan Mohammed BKB, appreciate you. Miguel Drakel Garcia, appreciate you as well. And appreciate everybody to tune in on Facebook and YouTube as well. And once I'm done, I'll download the video and clip up some clips and we're also going to upload the video to millions.co. Any of you athletes that are on millions.co or fans on millions.co, please follow me, Paul Pickett Podcast on millions.co. Literally done about 3 or 4 bare knuckle fight interviews just this last week. We got a couple more next week as well. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shouts out to AJ Rodriguez. I actually didn't know if he was going to come on because he didn't reply to the message, but I'm glad he came on. Um, yeah, definitely rooting for this guy, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace, and I'm out.